following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network.
On this edition of Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill, unfortunately, Pete Weber can't be on tonight again. He was having communication issues with his phone, but he promised he will be here next week. In the meantime, tonight, Todd McGill and I will be talking about all things PBA. We'll break down what's been going on with the new season this year. We'll be talking about the Cam Crowe incident. And we will have a very, very special imbecile of the week. Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill starts now.
This is PBA champion Kyle Troop.
Hey y'all, Jacob Ledrup here.
Hey guys, Chuck Ritchie here, formerly of Bowl TV.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Schaefer of track staff at Valley Bowling Center in Waverly, New York.
And you're listening to Straight Up 5.
Yo, the boys from Straight Up 5.
Todd McGill is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
But he doesn't have the best hair in the world. I do. Sorry, bud, but you know the deal. Pick it out. Fear the fro, baby.
Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. A hard-hitting, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only feature bowling, but we'll give you a raw look into real-life issues. We've had the biggest and brightest stars from the past, future, and present on this show, as we strive to bring you the best the sport of bowling has to offer. So without further delay, let's introduce you to the host of your show, Red Rob Francois, and your featured host, Todd McGill.
Hey guys, welcome back to Straight Up 5, or welcome to Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. It is a new era for the show, and I am so happy to have our new featured guest, the National Sales Manager for Bowlify, Todd McGill, as part of our show and part of our family. Before I bring him in, let's take a look and see who's here in the chat. We got Clifton Don. Good evening. We are going to talk about some bowling for a change. We got my buddy Pfeff. Hold on, I got you.
I do.
What up, brother? Good to see you. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me, brother. Thanks for reminding me. Nico Puhar, what's going on, brother? Our resident statistician and reporter. He wants an I do. I'm just kidding.
I do.
What's up, Nico? Chuck Ritchie, what's going on, brother? My main man, Chuck. Clifton Don, we're happy. We're happy Todd's here. Nico says, good, no more Dr. Ocho. Oh, that's sad. Come on, man. We Ocho's family, bro. But good to guys. Good to guys. One of these days, I will learn English. Good to have you guys here. I'm watching on Bowl TV right now, the round of 24 on my phone, best of 7. Looks like P-Dom's up 3-0 over Sean Maldonado. Let me give you the bracket real quick before I bring Todd in. This is not updated with the scores, but this is what it looks like. The top contenders, Simo, Bill O'Neill, Boog, EJ Tackett, Matt Ogle, Ethan Fiore, AJ Chapman, and Santu they all received buys in the first round. So I'm kind of following what's going on as we go through here. It's the PBA season's full. God damn it. You know what? Todd should just do the show by himself. The PBA season is up and rolling. I'm tired. I was door dashing at 7 o'clock this morning. So in any event, please welcome our very new featured host from Gilmore Lanes, who's actually working right now. Don't tell anybody. It is the one and only Todd McGill. What's up, brother? Welcome, the new featured host of Straight Up 5.
What is going on, Rob?
Man, it's good to have you here, man. I appreciate you being the guy now.
Well, I'm pretty excited about it. And, I can't thank you enough for bringing me aboard. And I believe it's going to be a fun time for us.
It is going to be a fun time for us. Philip Marks, what's going on, brother? God, Nico, I suck, dude. I do. I forgot the national anthem. Todd, sorry. We gotta put this on hold for a second. Please join Carl Lewis, decorated Olympic athlete, for the singing of our national anthem.
Are we ready? It's always good to be back in Jersey. How about them Nets? Wait a minute, I didn't hear any booze here. All right, are we all ready? Here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the rampart we watched with so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red flag. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. I'll make up for it now. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Okay, Carl. We interrupt the rendition of the national anthem for basketball now. Carl.
So I wasn't normally going to play that, but we did have a request by our chat because Carl's got a really good voice. He just,
he does. Yeah. Francis got off key. Probably the comment of comments so far of the show.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. Say, what's going on with you?
Just, staying busy, man. Business Bolify is good. Business here at the Lanes is good. I snuck back here in the office so we could chat for a little while. And got a full house of bowling going on out there and, just having fun.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. Let's dive into what's been going on already in the season so far. Let's take a look at the first tournament of the year. Oh, Jesus Christ. I uploaded the wrong video twice. All right. Let's filibuster for that. Now, can you believe that a rookie like Brandon Bonta, balls of steel, would go in the final match at the Masters against EJ Tackett, literally the best player in the world right now, and shoot a 300? Like, that's, dude, like, if he does nothing ever again, he can rest his hat on that, man, and say, I did it. I beat the best in the world and threw a freaking 300 for a major title in his first tournament.
Yeah, shake that off, right? So, I was sitting there watching it, and my brother kept texting me, and I told him, it's like, well, he's got EJ now, but the kid's bowling good. I said, but the only way to know you're going to beat him is to throw all 12 strikes. And sure enough, not that I willed him in by any stretch, but I mean, that's just insane. And I mean, you said balls of steel. That is, that's putting it lightly. Just absolutely insane, the show he put on that afternoon.
And it's not like EJ shot terribly. Like, you're right. The kid had to shoot 300 just to have a chance.
Yeah, EJ shot 240 or something against him. So, I mean, that's going to win a lot of matches.
It's absolutely remarkable. And my boy Nate Garcia made it through the PTQ and had a pretty good run. Got to almost got the match play. He couldn't get past the advancers round, but man, it was good to see him as a free agent just kind of throw in whatever he wants and make it through the PTQ finally and make a great run at it. So super proud of Nate. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually chatting with Nate shortly before that tournament, and he was looking for some jerseys potentially. I think he ended up getting things fixed up, but I told Nate anytime he needs help getting some jerseys, I would definitely help him out.
Yeah, I love watching his videos too. Like he's upped his production value. He does shorts like Brunswick on all the new balls. I'm really happy with seeing how he's doing. Obviously, their YouTube channel with him and his wife Elise is one of the best channels out there. And I've always said, man, he's such a smooth bowler, has such a great release, and I don't like staff members. Let's just say that. I don't like. I wish every bowler could get supplemented by all the companies and not just have to pigeonhole themselves to one particular brand. That way you can throw whatever you want. And, if you make it, you get a bonus from whatever company it is. And if not, it is what it is. But and I'm saying that as a lover of all things Brunswick, I still wish everybody could be a free agent just to see like the potential they have. I mean, look, every company puts out great bowling balls, but what if there's a certain type that's just a perfect fit for you and you never get to throw it? I've never believed in just having one company, represent you, or you represent.
Well, and you said you're everything Brunswick, and I mean, so am I. I've been part of them for many, many years, but I totally understand what you're saying. And I kind of like your idea of, being supplemented by if you throw a certain ball, but I guess you run into that rabbit hole. What did they use to qualify? What did they use in this round? Did they use a different brand? And just because they used it on the show, is that what they used before that to get there? There's a lot of questions that would have to be answered there. So that's probably why that couldn't happen, but it's an interesting concept for sure.
I mean, if you keep track of what ball, you write it down, what ball I use and what game and what my score was. There is a way of tracking it, obviously. Sure. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. But, all right, I finally have the clip uploaded. Let's take a look at Brandon Bonta's amazing performance against EJ Tackett at the Masters.
Looking to finish it up with a perfect 300 game. Crowd starting to cheer Bonta. He's holding up the $10,000 check for a perfect game. He's getting a bigger check too because he's the Players champion. Woo!
I don't know why I said the Masters, the Players Championship. I'm a hack. Well, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I'm still a fucking hack. Great job by Brandon Bonta. Such a good kid. You can see everybody that was so happy for him. EJ dropping an F-bomb on live TV.
But how cool is it though? How cool is that? You shoot 300 and then you got the best player in the world giving you a hug saying how awesome it was in his own way.
Right. Yeah, no, it's such a great moment. And he wanted to pick up the trophy for winning the tournament. They're like, no, not yet. I'm like, oh man, come on. Don't
Let
do
the
that.
kid have his moment.
Seriously. And man, 10,000 compared to 100,000 it used to be with True Value back in the 80s. Yeah, but he won $100,000 for winning the tournament. So I don't know. I guess it's fair.
I mean, he had a life-changing moment right there on his very first telecast. So
again, if he never wins again, that's like his crowning achievement. I'd be happy with that if that was me. Shit, you know. I mean,
I got a pretty good feeling we'll be seeing him again, though.
Absolutely. Speaking of someone we're going to be seeing over and over again, my boy, P-Dom, Patrick Dombrowski, winning the U.S. Open last week. 25 years on the tour, 48 years old, and wins his first title. And again, his first title, even though it's not his rookie season and far from it, but it's also a major. Let's take a look at P-Dom's historic win.
He got it. The first one is down. 2 more, and we go to a roll-off. Needs a strike to stay alive. He got it. Oh, no. Another one. Dombrowski is the U.S. Open champion. His first ever title, and it's a U.S. Open.
I tried to get Patrick on the show tonight, but fortunately for him, actually, unfortunate for us, but fortunate for him, he's bowling in the round of 24 right now, and crushing it. So, man, talk about a guy who, and I mean, he did great in the players too. I mean, he's kind of even it tails into the last year. Like he had a really good end of the season last year. And off to a hot start this year, wins his first championship, the U.S. Open, a major, wins the Eagle, like the greatest trophy in sports. And I can't be happier for him, man. He's such a good guy. He was on the show last year, and just grind. Can you imagine grinding for 25 years, dude, and never getting that taste of victory? And then once you do, it's the U.S. Open.
It's the big one, yeah. And I mean, I've not met Patrick before. We have a lot of mutual friends, and I have never heard anybody say anything negative about him. And I mean, I consider him a friend without even knowing him, just because of all the mutuals that we have. And they just claim he's just a fantastic guy. And I mean, obviously, I have to believe that. I will look forward. I'm going to Columbus when the tour hits Columbus. It's about a two-hour drive up the road. And I'm going to make sure I reach out to him and introduce myself to him.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll even let him know, hey, there's this bald guy coming to see you.
Hey, I got a little hair, a little bit. Easy.
Yeah, watch out. He looks like a serial killer, but he's a nice guy. Don't worry about it.
I'm older.
What have you thought about the CW stuff?
I'm sorry?
What have you thought about the CW's presentation and the announcers so far?
I think they're doing just fine. I'm not disappointed in what they're doing. I think the show, the show itself is good. I think the clips in between the games are good. I really don't think they're hurting themselves in any way, shape, or form.
What about the new announcers? Obviously, it'll take time to settle in, but everybody knows Kyle Sherman. I find him to be a little bit bland so far, but I kind of hope he hits his stride.
Yeah,
so,
it is a little slow, and the show itself this past week was, I mean, you didn't have that 300 game, you didn't have anything crazy, and it was nobody had big strings throughout the show. So I mean, it was really hard for the crowd to really get behind it and to have that excitement on this past show. I mean, it was a fantastic show. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. They need to maybe zip it up a little bit somehow, and I don't know how they will do that. But beyond that, I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, I think they are too. And I mean, you got to give them time, dude. Rick Allen is a pro. He did NASCAR for many years. So obviously he's new to the sport of bowling. He made some mistakes, the first couple of weeks, but he's got a great set of pipes. I think he has a genuine enthusiasm as well. And it just, you got to find that. I mean, I can't say Rob Stone and Randy Peterson probably clicked right away. I mean, you got to give it time for those two to kind of build some kind of chemistry. And look, maybe it never happens. Maybe some people just aren't great, being paired together. But I say give it some time. I do like the presentation that the CW is doing, and I think they're going to do more to promote the sport than Fox did. So I'm actually looking forward to it. And on the flip side, Randy Peterson signed with Bowl TV this past week, so that can shut some of the haters up to keep saying bring back Randy. Look, I love Randy, but his shtick kind of got old, and he'd been doing it for a long time. And it's just sometimes it's just nice to bring in a young, fresh face, kind of like I did with you on this show.
You said young and then me. But those two words do not combine well together.
My bad. That's my bad. Hey, by the way, how'd you like the shout out from Bob Barker during the intro? I
saw that, and I didn't know that was going to be there. And
You're welcome.
I wanted to say thanks to Bob for getting my name out there. The only thing he didn't say is come on down, but maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
I do have a guest I wanted to show everybody since I just wanted to show everybody Pete is here.
Okay, I'm glad we could show up. But Pete,
I brought the Pete Bobble with me since he couldn't make the show for tonight. Here, Pete, are you going to be on the show next week? He says yes.
Good.
All right. So I just want to let you know he is confirmed.
Eventually, I'll get Donald Trump on the show at some point. So. Trumpinator.
He was here in Cincinnati.
He's not sure.
He was here in Cincinnati yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. He announced that they're going to unleash like 600 million barrels of oil from suppliers across the world to help get our prices down. Look, it's the oil futures market. Yeah. There's no shortage of oil right now. It's what they do. It's kind of panic buying out of fear that we are going to get our supply cut off, and that's why everyone's jacking the prices up to over $1 increase in the last week and a half, which is what it is. Yeah. It's what the futures do, and there's not much we can do about it. But I think that's a great idea to help bring it down. And we don't have to get into all of it this week because it's not a political show. But obviously, you and I are on the same wavelength when it comes to most things.
That is correct.
But no, it was good to see that, and it is what it is. He's not for everybody, but I'm proud to support him, and I know you are as well. But and if that if that doesn't get Walter Ray on the show, it is what it is. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I love Walter, fantastic bowler, but he doesn't like people on the right. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? To each their own. That's what got Jeff Riggles banned from the show. So,
whoops.
Look, say what you want about him. He's a great bowling reporter. Not a good follow, though. Just saying. He disagreed with something I had commented on one of his posts, and he did the typical just block and run. Like, didn't even want to have a conversation. And he was on our show. He was a guest. I thought he was great. We had a good time. We were friendly together, but apparently I just aggravated him one day because I disagreed with him on one of his leftist posts, and he just blocked me. So
way to go.
It is what it is. Sorry, Jeff, but anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. I want to play a clip. Bowling with the Pfeff. Andrew Pfeffer, a great friend of mine. He was on our show before you got here last year. I was on his show. He has a great channel on YouTube. We'll have to get him back on so you can chat with him.
Sure.
But he had breaking news on the Cam Crowe situation, which we've heard a lot of misinformation when it comes to this. Obviously, Cam got arrested. He got pulled over and arrested for he had I believe it was an expired license plate. So they did a traffic stop on him last week in the U.S. Open. And there has been a shit ton of misinformation going around. So Pfeff, as he always does, gets to the bottom of things in a non-biased way, unlike Jeff Riggles. And let's play a clip from Pfeff's show that dropped this morning.
The reports were varied, but mostly vague on what led up to Cam Crowe's arrest last week. But now we're getting more detail, including an investigator's account of what prompted the arrest of the 24-year-old from Orland Park, Illinois. Indiana's electronic case records show Crowe, who faces a felony charge of cocaine possession and a misdemeanor charge of marijuana possession, filed and was granted 2 requests earlier today. He waived his right to an initial hearing, which had been scheduled for tomorrow. He also has permission to live in Chicago while the case is pending, but must appear in person at court hearings. Crowe bowled the U.S. Open held at Royal Pin Woodland in Indianapolis. The standings after 3 qualifying rounds show that Crowe withdrew after 16 games. This morning, I obtained a 2-page probable cause affidavit from Hamilton County, Indiana. Prosecutors filed it and the 2 criminal charges against Crowe late Tuesday. The document says that an officer stopped a car on Thursday less than a mile from Royal Pin Woodland on 96th Street. As a Carmel, Indiana police officer spoke with Crowe, who was the only person in the car, the affidavit said he saw marijuana products on the front passenger seat and the floorboard. The document goes on to say that during the search of the car that followed, investigators found a clear plastic baggie with cocaine residue inside in a Crown Royal type bag in the center console. It says they also found a pre-rolled marijuana cigarette on the front passenger seat under Crowe's backpack. The document says Crowe told police the car is his and that he practically lives in it. It also said Crowe admitted to being a cocaine user, but that he hasn't used the drug in at least a year. The affidavit said police let Crowe call his mother, but overheard Crowe tell her on speakerphone that he forgot he had the cocaine baggie and that it's been years since he used. The document says the mother could then be heard telling him, quote, "You did it today and you've done it before."
So there's been so much stuff going around, Todd. Apparently the narrative got changed to, it was easy slide, and then they made the cops look like they're a bunch of fucking idiots. But now with these documents that came out, it was literally cocaine residue, which, according to Cam, could have been from a year ago, or could have been recent. And he had a joint in the car as well. So many people have come to his defense. Before knowing any of the facts. He's part of the Born to Bowl HBO Max special that is dropping here in the next week or two. He was unfortunately, he missed the premiere that EJ and Simo and Belmo and Kyle Troop went to, which is unfortunate. You've been following this. What have been your thoughts since you heard what happened? You actually alerted me to last week.
Yeah. When I heard about it, I had messaged you right away. And I mean, I've been following it. I did not see that clip that you just showed until right now. And knew all of that actually came to light, quite honestly. Yeah. Which, just kind of changes the tune of everything. It's a shame. I can tell you Cam's a incredibly talented young left-hander. Yep. I've watched him bowl in person. I've talked to him before. He's been around a lot of tournaments around this area. I mean, he's not too far from me. And it's a shame. I hope that if he really does have a problem, he can fix it. And get himself back going in the right direction, because he's got a career ahead of him. If he can keep his head on straight. I mean, it's just really, really poor timing, especially with the documentary that's coming out that he's in with the rest of the top stars. Yeah. And it's like, man, you want to talk about a big break, for your career to get, people that wouldn't normally know who your name is out there. Yeah. And this happens, which ruins it all for him. I really feel bad for him. Look, regardless of the circumstances of whether he
he was in possession of drugs or not, or if he's an addict. Who cares? None of that matters.
That's right.
He's a human being.
Yep.
He's a human being. And we all go through it, right? We all have our vices. We all have our addictions. We all have our skeletons at some point. We all make mistakes. Everybody falls short of the glory of God. It's just, hopefully he uses this as a learning experience and can move on. Or he's completely vindicated and he did nothing wrong, and that's great too. But regardless of whether he gets put in prison or not, or whatever the sentencing ends up being, it's going to carry. He's going to carry this for a long time. It's going to be, a big black cloud over his head for the rest of his career, and that's really unfortunate because, according to public opinion, you're always guilty.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. And I understand the addiction thing. I mean, you and I have had this conversation about myself having the problem with drinking, and so I understand. And like I said, I just hope the young man can get himself straight and because you watch the kid bowl and he's strong as anybody, and he's definitely, when I watched him bowl the first time, I thought, who in the world? And his ball makes a different sound when it goes through the pins, and there's not many there's a few guys that are like that. The ball just sounds different going through the pins, and he's one of them. So I hope things get straightened out. I hope they get to the right answers of what happened or didn't happen. And, I'm going to root for the guy to get better no matter what the case is. That's really the way I want to look at it.
I agree. I am too. Like I said, no matter what he does, no matter what happens, no matter what you may think of him, he's still human like the rest of us. He still bleeds like we all bleed the same. And hopefully he comes out better for it regardless of what happens. But playing off of that, in tying with that, well, we have this week's imbecile of the week.
Oh boy!
If I could find there we go. I suck. That's just instead of hold on. Instead of I do, I'm gonna have Kyle say I suck or you suck for me. So anyway, here is this week's imbecile of the week.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment.
If you guys don't know how to use a seatbelt, just ring your call button and Tommy will come back there and hit you on the head with a tack hammer.
Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber.
Here's the imbecile of the week.
Some people are really stupid.
We now have a video upgrade to the imbecile of the week. Used to be my audio file through my Rodecaster, but Todd, I tried. I'm almost 50 years old, and I try to put in the best production value I can. This may be an award-winning show that has never won shit, but I download the clips. I had to sync them up with the audio, and I thought I did a pretty good job with that. I'm just going to pat myself on the back for that one.
And then
that's fair. This one is courtesy of Facebook. Let me make sure I get my clips here. No, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike Scholl was commenting on a thread from Bowling with the Pfeff, as Pfeff was talking about his video that we watched about Cam Crowe. And Mike Scholl said, not really sure why it's anyone's business and why everyone is blowing this out of proportion. To which Justin JD said, Mike Scholl, Yahoo Sports posted the arrest of NBA player Dylan Brooks for DUI. I didn't see anybody complaining. Mike responded, wonderful. This isn't the NBA. Secondly, not sure if anyone would have known if someone didn't run their cocksucker at the Open and some shithead didn't run with a story before anything came to fruition. And to be clear, an NBA player getting a DUI isn't anyone's business either. To which Justin JD responded, Mike Scholl, public figures are just that. And with the HBL special coming out, if not before, he is one now. It's bowling news shared by people that always share bowling news. Justin responded to somebody else who said, agreed to financial, somebody else was saying that, look, NBA players make, millions and millions of dollars and bowlers don't make shit. And this could potentially be more detrimental to Cam because, they don't make a lot of money bowling. And if his career is hindered in this way, he's got nothing to really fall back on. So Justin said, agreed. The financial aspect is completely different. However, Dylan Brooks also didn't just do a pro-am with kids the last weekend, and where the writers have bashed him. Mike Scholl says, LOL, you bring up pro-am, yet I've literally witnessed guys in the bar with their shirts covered, drinking beer after beer, and then go bowl the pro-am. Your argument makes zero sense and has nothing to do with this instance. The pro-am was not bowled that day or even the day before. Andy Varapapa, bowling's first superstar, which is not actually Andy Varapapa because, he's 6 feet under. But we'll get to who this account is here in a second. But this person said, the problem is there is so much misinformation being thrown around. These are facts that are being posted here. Facts being what Fef had reported. Mike said, the problem is that someone at the Open flapped their gums when it wasn't their place to do so. The other problem is that it's really no one's business what the kid does behind closed doors. Those are the biggest problems. The last problem is that the bowling world is toxic, and the people in it are the first to stab you in the back, drag you through the dirt, and cheer for your failures. This guy is fucking great at parties, I bet. No one gave a shit when Storm and others were doing it 20 plus years ago. People praised the ground they walk on. You know why? Because nobody knew they were doing it. It was all hush-hush until Pete came out and said he had a problem. The golden boys of the PBA will always be taken care of by the PBA. To which Andy Varapapa's page said, the fact that you threw Norman there with Pete is exactly the misinformation that we don't need. Got a source on that? Who's flapping their gums now? To which Mike said, yeah, actually, I have plenty of sources from guys that were out on tour with those guys. Maybe it was just always allergy season and he had the sniffles, huh? Good try on the misinformation, bud. The real issues are clowns like you that sit behind a fake profile. Here is the profile he was talking about. It's Andy Varapapa, bowling's first superstar. The only biography of the great Andy Varapapa available in softcover and ebook versions. I had to chime in at some point. We'll get to that in a second. Jeffrey Massey wanted to give his opinion of what Mr. Scholl was saying because he's such an expert. You're not sure, but he's now a professional athlete and a TV star in an HBO series produced by a very popular actor. That's why, sir. As far as it seeming people running his name through the mud, it's the social media days now. It's the way it goes when you're a star. I hear he's a good dude and a great bowler. To which Mike said, I can name many professional athletes that do things you wouldn't even know what they do. Has nothing to do with it, my friend. You know how many movie stars get caught doing illegal things? You hear about it once and it's done. Not this. People keep dragging it on and on. It's old already. Move along. It's old already. All of last week. Yeah. And I said, Mike Scholl, it's not a fake profile. He said, oh, it's not? Did Andy rise from the dead? So who's the one behind the post that doesn't share his name? I said, your ignorance shines. It's a page for the author of a book about Andy. Did you even bother to look? No, I didn't because I don't care. It's not ignorance. Okay, his punctuation sucks too, by the way. Ignorance is making comment about things you don't have an idea about. When an author tells me I'm wrong about something that's been verified by different sources, they lose credibility. I said, wrong, genius. You made a comment that it was a fake profile, to which I responded that it wasn't. Your response was that Andy is dead and someone is pretending to be him. To make it worse for yourself, you show your lack of doing any follow-up, and you say you didn't even care to check it out. That's wildly and willfully ignorant. He has not responded to that last comment. So this fucking guy doesn't even bother to look at the guy that was commenting on him. Just realize that it's a guy that wrote a book about Andy Varapapa. And then he's God. Why are there so many stupid people in this world, Todd? And why do they always have to be commenting on bowling posts?
Well, there are a lot of them on bowling posts. That is for sure. I say this pretty often that the world would be a much better place without people. But then we wouldn't be here, So that's I don't know. You sent that to me earlier today, and I read through it, and it's like, oh my goodness. And obviously you made him the imbecile of the week, and hey, very fitting. That's all I got to say. And you're right. I bet he would be fantastically fun at parties. Ugh.
Oh my word. Like, I mean, I don't know if he's friends with Cam or I don't know why he was so upset about people talking about it. He's a public figure. It's public news. TMZ reported on it, for Christ's sakes. You know, it is what it is. It is the way we live now. I mean, back in the day, you might hear it in a local newspaper. Maybe it would be enough to make the Times or the Herald or you know, one of the bigger cities, you know, or the Wall Street Journal. But social media is prevalent now, and if there's some news going on, especially when you have a high-profile documentary from Ben Stiller, for crying out loud, about bowling, which is huge for our sport, like huge. And when one of the stars of that show gets arrested for allegedly, you know, possessing drugs, it's a big deal. We're going to talk about it. We're not trying to smear his name. And look, there's always going to be people that will try to smear his name or have an axe to grind, or maybe somebody said, oh, he got set up, or like this guy says, somebody shot their mouth off, you know, at the open about it. No, fuckface. He got pulled over for expired license plate from Illinois by the police. Yeah. You think somebody called in a fucking hot tip from the bowling alley from Woodland? No, like this guy is so stupid. He deserves the imbecile of the week, dude. Mike Scholl, wear it as a badge of honor, and let everybody know that you are one of the dumbest people on the planet. And God bless you. God bless your heart, as they say here in the South. Bless his heart. But yeah, no, it is what it is. Next week we're gonna have Pete Weber on. Unfortunately, his wife, his family, there he is, went to a baby shower and left him all alone by himself.
No.
And God bless Pete. He's just he's not tech savvy. I tried to walk him through it because he doesn't have a computer. So he's going to be using his Android phone, and I sent him instructions how to do it. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his camera and his microphone to sync up with Restream. But he promised, everybody promised that he will be here next week. He is super sorry. He said he really genuinely even told Chuck Ritchie, who helped me get Pete, who financed all, not financed all this, who hooked me up with Pete, facilitated it.
There's the word.
And he told Chuck that he really wants to be on the show, and he feels bad and he's sorry for it. So he will be here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. But before we wrap it up, we are going to do, we're going to spin the wheel, make the deal to see who wins this wonderful one-of-one chamois, courtesy of Chuck Ritchie that he autographed from Bold TV. There are none in existence signed by Chuck Ritchie.
Besides that one right there. That's it.
It's the only one. And you sweeten the deal because none of you sons of bitches wanted a chamois from Chuck Ritchie or wanted to donate to the BVL. I promoted this shit for 2 weeks. I got one of the best communities in bowling, and none of you fuckers want to donate to the Bowlers, the Veterans League. I'm going to call you assholes out. But Todd, being the mover and shaker that he is, got a lot of the people he knows to donate to the BVL. But just in case they wouldn't do it anyway, he sweetened the pot. We're going to have not only this chamois from Chuck Ritchie, PBA 50 superstar. He hates it when I call him that. He's like, I'm a nobody. I mean, you're somebody. You're somebody to me.
He's also a Bowlify friend too.
He is a friend of Bowlify. Yes, he is. He is on staff. And you are going to give away a free ball of choice. And what else did you add on to this,
well, we
this
did
wonderful
a ball of
deal?
choice. We did a jersey, a Bowlify jersey. I'll be able to send you a code or coupon or however we need to do it. And then we put a $50 gift card for a friend of mine owns a company called Big Brain Bowling. His name is Clint Catine. You can check it out, bigbrainbowling.com. He adds $50 to every one of the raffles that I do to go to his website. A lot of ball cleaner. He does have jerseys on it, backpacks, all kinds of cool stuff. So he adds $50 onto every one of them. So we appreciate his being part of it too. So, but yeah, we got a bowling ball. We got a jersey. We've got $50 Big Brain gift card.
I do.
And
Thank you,
a
Don.
Chuck Ritchie autographed chamois.
Yeah, I mean, dude, to me that's worth it. But you were very generous to throw everything else in there. We got 30 spots. We got some people that filled up multiple spots.
Yeah,
and we'll be doing more raffles in the future.
Yes, we will. And a couple of these gentlemen that are on this and ladies that are on here bowling here right now. And then Rick Diggs bowls here a couple nights a week at Gilmore, and he's got 10 spots on there because he is a huge supporter of the BVL. And he said if he could buy more, he would have bought more. So thank you very much, Rick, and everybody else that got involved in this.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Bowling to Veterans Link is something after my own heart. Obviously, with JP Jr. being a part of the show for 4 years, and that is, his dad does a lot of work for the BVL and just got recognized by them for his support and for his work for them. So this will be, even if they don't announce it, it'll be our favorite charity, our charity that represents the show. So any raffles we do in the future, we're going to do it again, maybe quarterly. We'll go right to the BVL and we'll open it up to more than 30 spots because we love the cause, and it's bowling's oldest charity, been around since the 40s, and they help a lot of veterans in need. So it's a fantastic cause. I have all the names loaded up. As you see, everything is going to be on the up and up. The house is not going to take anything from this. All proceeds go to the BVL that Todd will be donating in Straight Up Five's name and Bowl of Five's name. And I'm going to shuffle. So you guys see that we're going to shuffle the names around here. That way everybody has not an equal chance because some guys bought more spots. But as you see there, it is shuffled up. So let's get ready to spin. If I could actually figure this out because I haven't done it before. Click this up. How about you just read the fucking instructions right in the middle of the screen, dumbass? Click the spin. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys are here in chat. But if not, let's see who wins all these wonderful prizes. And thank you, everybody, for donating to the BVL. Let's go. Spin the wheel.
First one's going to be for the Big Brain gift card, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Paul Hall, we have a winner. You are the winner of the Big Brain gift card. $100 from Big Brain, and thank you to them.
$50 on that one.
All right, $50. My bad. Thank you to Big Brain for helping us out. Do we want to take their name out since they won that, or do you want to keep them in for?
We actually I usually remove them after they win one thing.
Just want to make sure we didn't really come up with the rules. So there we go. Congratulations.
That's the way I've always done them.
Gotcha. Congratulations to Paul Hall. Next up is the jersey from Bowlify. Let's spin the wheel. And Rick Diggs had a 3-shot right there. Congratulations, Rick Diggs. Thank you for buying 10 spots. And look, it doesn't matter how many spots you guys donated, but we just love the fact that all of you are doing this for charity. So let's remove Rick Diggs. Congratulations, sir. Now we are going for the ball of choice. Taylor Willis, you are the winner of your ball of choice. Just get a hold of Todd. Let him know what you want, and he will hook you up with that. Congratulations.
Taylor on Saturday. Yep.
Good.
Taylor's bowling in a tournament that I'm running here on Saturday.
Gotcha. Good. Well, Taylor Willis, thank you for donating to BVL. Finally, to win our 1-of-1 chamois from autographed by Chuck Ritchie, PBA 50 star, formerly the voice of Bowl TV. Let's see who wins our final prize.
Uh-oh.
Vincent Ludwig. I got German in me too. I pronounce it Ludwig, but Vincent Ludwig. Congratulations. You win the 1-of-1 Chuck Ritchie chamois. Bowl TV chamois. It's such a great product. Unused. Get your info to Todd. He can get it to me, and I will mail that out right away. as soon as I get the info. So thank you, everybody, for donating to the BVL. Anybody that didn't win, thank you for donating regardless. We absolutely appreciate it. And who knows? We're going to be doing more of these in the future. So just try it again. You never know. You never know if you're going to win next time. So that was awesome, man. And Todd, I absolutely appreciate you helping me out on that because, like I said, these assholes here. I am. I'm a little
viewers and our friends.
Of course, our wonderful viewers and our listeners and followers and friends. I'm just trying to get people to donate to the BVL. And Chuck actually thought it was a great idea to raffle that off, but it is what it is. You bring all the boys to the yard with your milkshakes or something like that. So, I do appreciate that. Let's get an update on. Let's see. Come on. I do like the fact that League Pals is doing all the scoring information as opposed to what they used to use last year. They do a great job of updating. It's the 2026 Groupon PBA Illinois Classic from David Small's Victory Lanes. Let me share this to the screen. We'll see if we got any updated scores here. Go. Let me refresh my window. By the way, David Small, a friend of mine on Facebook, we're going to get him on the show as well because, man, that dude is awesome. And I'm looking forward to speaking with him at some point. Again, Simo and Bill O'Neill got buys. Let's see. We got Kyle against Brandon Runk, 2-2. I don't think this is like right up to date because I think most of the games are over at this point, but we'll see who ends up winning there. Again, deadlocked Zach Wilkins and Julian Salinas, 2 games apiece. Bill O'Neill gets the bye. Our buddy Boog, Team Boog right here. Bolify staff.
Order my hat.
Yeah, we got to get you one. Bolify staff member gets a bye as well as the man EJ. We got Belmo taking on Alec Keplinger at the moment. By this last reporting, Belmo's up 3-2. Michael Davidson down 3-2 to Ryan Barnes. Santu Tavana I can't. I'm sorry, Santu. If I ever get you on the show, I'll have to have an interpreter pronounce your name because I can't do it. I'm incapable of it. He gets the bye. He was the 3rd seed last I looked. AJ Chapman also got a bye as well. Matt Russo, friend of the show, who's been before, was down 3-1 to Dio Bernard. Thomas Keiko was up 3-0, or 3, I guess. 3-0 against Darren Tang. Ethan Fiore and Matt Ogle also get a bye. P-Dom was up 2-0 early, and it's 3-3 right now. And I'm actually watching him at the moment, and it looks like he's down. Oh, yeah. It looks like he's going to lose to Maldo. Not good. Maldo had a 173 in the 7th, and P-Dom had a 148, and Maldo is kind of going off the sheet here. So I don't think P-Dom's going to win. I think he's out of wood, which means Maldo would move on. But man, anyway, P-Dom having a hell of a run right now. So looking forward to that. So as the rest of the games wrap up, let's see what the tournament details are of the next round. Let's see. Okay, you're not gonna. Okay, that's fine. Don't show me. Leaderboards, prize fund, roster, schedule. Let's look at the schedule. So tomorrow we'll have the round of 16. It starts at 11 a.m. Eastern. Best of 7. Man, that's a grind. Holy shit. Best of 7 for the next 2 rounds. So the round of 16 will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then the round of 8, best of 7 at 6 p.m. Eastern. 4 winners plus highest limited qualifier in round of 8 advance to the PBA Illinois Classic live on CW Sports, which will be Sunday at 3 p.m. So good luck to everybody that's still in it. It's unfortunate to see P-Dom get knocked out after being up 2-0 early. But man, still a lot of big names in it, especially the guys like Simo and Tackett and Boog getting the first round bye based on their qualifying. So keep an eye on it on Bowl TV. If you're not subscribed to Bowl TV, they're not a sponsor, but they might as well be a sponsor because bowling lives there, and it's literally the only place you can see the qualifying during the week. They do such a fantastic job, not just with the PBA, but the PBA 50, the PWBA, and I think they even have some college stuff on there too. So check out bowltv.com and sign up. It's definitely worth it. So, Todd, a great show, brother. Your first one in the books as a featured host. It's good to have you here. And I posted it on Facebook, but I didn't get a chance to mention it here. Thank you as well for putting me on staff with Bowlify, even though I'm not currently bowling right now, but I will be soon. And I do appreciate you. And this has nothing to do with me asking Todd to be the host of the show. It was before that happened. It
was not a trade.
It was not a trade. It had nothing to do with that decision. I feel like we had great chemistry during our interview, not just with Amanda Moore on Reset and Rise of the Unbreakable, but when you were on this show a couple weeks ago as well. And you're a no-brainer. We're around the same age. We have pretty much, we were late in life to have a kid. And we have very, very similar views and a lot in common. I just thought it was a perfect match to have you on here. And
I'm glad to be here. This is very cool for me.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough, man. Seriously, like it's been a love fest between us. Like you're thanking me and I'm thanking you. And I'm like, man, I'm just a schmuck, formerly in Connecticut, now in Tennessee. Just did a podcast because I love bowling. And you actually carry somewhat of a name in the bowling world. And it's good to have you here. And I love Bowlify. I've always loved your jerseys. I can't wait to get mine. I can't wait to get to the banner that we have. I'm going to hang up back here, take the green screen down, and
it is ordered.
We'll have a promo code so you guys can get a discount for jerseys as well. And does Todd have a promo code on Bowlify? Do you have yours? Could use or
you can use yours. Let's use yours from now on.
Okay. You can use the code RADROB. Is it 30% off at checkout?
No, the code RADROB will give you it's 5% off of one jersey.
5% off of one jersey. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. You can get 5% off of one jersey at bowlify.com and use the promo code RADROB when you check out. And that helps me out. And you get a fantastic jersey from the best in the business. And let us know if you do.
We may change your promo code and just make it Santu's last name. And that way, every time you tell everybody what your promo code is, it will be.
Todd, do you really want to sell jerseys or not?
No, I thought that would be funny. That's all.
It is funny. Use the code RADROB when you check out for 5% off a jersey, and let me know if you do, and we'll shout you out on the show. Scott says, Todd McGill, who dat? Everybody knows who Todd McGill is. Promo code RADROB. Thanks, brother.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he is. He's you have a very good following, and you have a lot of loyal people because of the great work you do, not just at Bowlify, but at Gilmore Lanes. It seems like you have a really, really smart crowd there and a loyal crowd where you work.
Okay, we'll call it that. No. No, I do. Sorry about that. You need a towel?
You almost killed me.
I wasn't trying to kill you. No, I certainly do. Scott's probably he is my best friend walking the planet. He's something else. And something else. I'll leave it at that. Hey, there it is right there.
Yeah, we got to get your boss on the show as well. Not Gilmore's boss, but Bowlify's boss. We got to get.
It's funny. This morning we had our staff meeting, and I had mentioned that Pete wasn't going to make it, and the boss said, "I am not available."
Oh, you're fine. You know what? You're not invited.
Yes, I said whatever. We didn't want you anyway.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
We'll work on him and try to get him on here one night.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He does a lot for the sport, and we need more people like him in charge. So, but anyways, Todd, thanks for being here, brother. I can't wait to do more shows with you. This is a new era for the show, and nothing but bigger and brighter things to come.
Sure. So one more week on Thursdays, and we move to Wednesdays or back to
Wednesdays. Yeah.
Yep.
That way you're off and you don't have to work and
Well, either way, it's fine. This works out okay too. I'm going to make it work no matter what, because I would not miss the opportunity to be on here and, and grow your brand. I think that we need to probably work on some Straight Up 5 merch.
We do.
I know a guy. So I think that's something maybe we need to work on. So we'll talk about that, and maybe we'll have some introduction to some merch next week when we get on the show.
I do.
He knows a guy that knows a guy. So I know we got to put "I do" on a shirt as well, because I told Kyle about that last time he was on the show, and he laughed his balls off. He's like, I didn't even realize I did that. I'm like, it's become a thing on here. Everybody knows about "I do." And everyone puts it up in the chat, and we all love it. So he was a good sport about it, but that would make some kind of a good T-shirt. And let's spitball and come up with that. I've always wanted to merch. I just haven't had time, brother. I hate to put down the guys I used to host with, but they didn't do much. So you're a go-getter and a baller, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do whatever we got to do to make it work, sir.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for our very first edition of Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. Even though we're 186 episodes into the show, we appreciate all of our chat. We appreciate our supporters, everybody on YouTube, anybody listens on the audio feed. If you want to listen to this on the audio feed, it's literally on every podcast platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, anywhere you get your podcasts. The audio feed drops every Friday. And if you're not subscribed here to our YouTube channel, please do so. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us out greatly. Get us through the algorithms. And, we appreciate your support. And, Clifton, what's I do? Before we wrap it off here. Here we go. There's your I do. But, until next week, guys, we will have the one and only legend. He promises to be here. PDW, Pete Weber, PBA Hall of Famer, USBC Hall of Famer. There he is. I love that bobblehead. And everybody, tell your friends, guys, come back next week, chat with the legend. Any questions you got for him, we'll be taking them on the show as much as we can get in. But we can't wait to have PDW in the show. So until then, guys, no more filibustering. We're out of here. Good night, everybody. Have a good week. We will see you next week. Take care, y'all.
Bye-bye, all. Thank you.
For watching Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill. You can follow the show on X at Straight Up 5 Pod. You can follow Todd on X at TMT Bowling. And you can follow Rad Rob on X at Rad Rob Entertainment. Follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Straight Up 5 Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us with comments, questions, or suggestions at straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Todd McGill, right here on the Red Rob Radio Network.